Greetings everyone, Joseph James here with your nightly newsletter brought to you by theschooloftrade.com. Today was July 23rd, 2009. Pretty good day today in the markets. Before we get started into our live trade room results today, I want to remind you guys we have a wonderful resource available to you. It's absolutely free on youtube.com. Look for our School of Trade homepage on YouTube. And please guys, those videos have lots of educational content, lots of value. Of course, we recap our trades we take every day, lots of new terms to understand. And guys, please take some time to rate and comment those videos. Just click on the rate button, give it a rating, and ask questions in the comment box. It will help us out. So please, if you find value in those videos, please take time and rate and comment on them as well. Now today we brought in $345 in the 3 contract account for our trade room results here for the 23rd of July. So we're still chipping away here at our monthly goal. Brings us to $12.95 this week and $4,945, so just shy of $5,000 for our monthly total here in July. Now it's a far cry from our monthly total in June, which was over $15,000. So we had almost $10,000 more in profit in June, and you can really see how the summer months slow down in price, fewer opportunities, but we're still having consistent winning days though, right? We've only had 2 losing days the entire month of July, and a very difficult summer month in July. Let's talk about the term of the day. The term of the day is swing high or swing low. Now you hear me use this term over and over again in our live trade room, but what does it mean? Well, ultimately swing high, and of course the opposite is a swing low, is used in technical analysis of price action on your charts. So we're not talking about your time and sales window, okay? We're talking about your price charts, right? Your candlesticks. Swing highs and swing lows are candlestick patterns. And of course, they ultimately are, by definition, a peak or a valley, of course, in price movement that exceeds a recent high or low level. So a swing high is going to be a new higher high above a recent swing high. A swing low would be a new lower low behind a recent low. And of course, when you add these up consecutively, they signal a trend. So when we see higher highs in a market, it signals an uptrend. When we see lower lows or swing lows, it signals a downtrend. So when we have them happening consecutively in our charts, it signals a trend. Now the lack of these, right, lack of swing highs or lack of swing lows is going to equal a sideways market or a horizontal market. And we use these swing highs and swing lows to identify levels of support and resistance on our charts. They're used pretty explicitly for entries and stops. Now, of course, we use these swing highs and swing lows as support and resistance, like you guys already know. So we use them to get into the trades. We use them to take profit in the trades. We also use them to exit the trades and to use our initial stops. And the bottom line is, it doesn't matter what time frame, whether it be tick charts, volume charts, range charts, 1 minute, 10 minute, 50 minute, guys, they all matter. So swing highs and swing lows are probably one of the most important key elements to being a day trader with our James Wave method of trading. Now here's some examples of what a swing high looks like and what a swing low looks like. As you can see, it's a peak, right? A peak in price action as it goes up in a swing high, and a valley in price action as it moves to the downside. Swing highs obviously are higher highs, swing lows are lower lows. Now, of course, here's an example of one very easy way to understand how we use these swing highs and swing lows. On the left side here, you can see a swing high, and we look to take a long entry above the break of a swing high, and we use our stop, this would be a sell stop, below the most recent swing low. On the other side, on the right side, you can see as the market's making lower lows, right, swing lows, we use a short entry at the break below a recent swing low, and we place our initial stop above a recent swing high. So as you can see, these are going to be used with support and resistance. We get into the market using these, we place our stops using these, and we'll oftentimes place our targets and exit the market using these swing highs and swing lows. So some good examples of these, and of course come out and join us tomorrow morning in our live trade room. Opens up at 2:45, and we'll show you exactly what we mean live in real time as we take trades according to our method of trading. We open up at 2:45 a.m. Want to remind you guys the beginner's course is highly recommended, not required, but highly recommended. And we have 3 jobs: identifying the news events in the type of market. We adjust to those news events, and we adjust to the levels that we see by marking up our red lines, our support and resistance levels. And job number 3 is we execute our trades. So once we identify and adjust, we then execute. We use patience and discipline to wait for the very best setups to come our way. Now, you guys have heard me say this a million times before. We don't look for winning trades. We are looking to stay focused on identifying the highest probability opportunities, because those high probability times, they will consistently demonstrate winning results. Winning trades may have a very low rate of return. High percentage opportunities will always have consistent returns for us. Let's talk about some of the trades we took. Now, we opened up this morning in the DAX, kind of fluttered around here in the open, a little bit low volume in the open, but didn't last very long. And as you guys can see, we qualify every single move that we do here in the room. I'm going to show you guys why we take them, why we don't take them, what patterns we're looking for. I'll go over our rules with you guys. So here in the DAX, opened up at 3 a.m. Of course, the room opens at 2:45. And we watched as we looked for wave patterns, two-step patterns, wave patterns, and we ended up getting into this market just before 4 o'clock, 3:50 a.m. this morning. This is a two-step short at 28.5 on our fill. We took ticks. We took profit at 4 ticks and 8 ticks, and just barely missed my third and final target there for about 8 more points. 16 ticks. Didn't get it though. Came right back up and stopped me out. So a total of 12 ticks or 6 points here on the DAX. So 6 times $35 per point. You guys can see that gets us off to a pretty good start this morning. We didn't see much else come our way until we got back in on the crude market. Now, the crude market is a great example here of how we're always looking for a wave short first. And if that wave short fails, we then look for a two-step long. So you'll notice how we're always going back and forth, wave to two-step, wave to two-step. Two very simple patterns that we go over time and time again in the trade room. And we always look for that wave first. In this case, we disqualified this because of specific things that we saw. Our rules tell us exactly what to look for to avoid a trade. So we avoided this short trade and then took the two-step long. 1124, all right, entry here, got us 3 ticks of profit, came right back down, got me out. So we're keeping in the trend here of the summer months, having very small winning trades numerous times a day. We're just not seeing those big, violent moves that we're used to seeing in the springtime and the fall. So July and August, we're going to take what we can get. We're not seeing a lot of that follow through, right? But as you can see, we brought in another $345 today. Consistent winning days. Guys, I'll take that, especially in the summer months. Next up is the euro. Now, in the euro here, had a pretty good morning here. Now, 904. All right, let me zoom in here for you guys. 904 this morning, this wave short at 42.06. Took profit at 4 ticks on a wave, right? Remember, in a wave pattern, we take targets at 4 and 8. On a two-step, we're taking targets at 3 and 6. So in a wave short, our first target of 4. Now what happened was after we took our first 4 ticks, we then noticed that this big round number of 4,200 was staring us right in the face on the euro. Of course, big round number at 4,200 gives us a little bit of caution, right? A little bit of desire now to take profit a little bit earlier. So we saw support come in at 4,200. Because of that support coming in, I looked to take profit wherever I could get it because it was coming right back up against me. So I took a manual target there of 2 ticks, totaling 6 ticks there on this winner. Now, as you can tell, right, these trades are no home runs, right? Come out and make sure you're here with us in September when we have these +4, +8, +20, which we saw, pretty much the entire year so far. So our average will go through the roof, guys, once we see the fall come back and the price action returns. And then we finish it up with a high risk two-step short here. Now, if you recall, this is when my charts froze up on me. I had to reload my Ninja. And of course, when the charts froze, I had to readdress some of these levels. By the time I got back into it, we had this two-step short going off. Our members took it, right? I unfortunately was not there in time to get involved with it, but it was a great trade. Again, high risk because of the fact that I wasn't prepared for it. 3, 6, and 12 for a total of 21 ticks, guys. And once again, want to remind you guys, come out and join us tomorrow morning. Our live trade room opens up at 2:45 a.m. My name is Joseph James. Hope the video helps. We'll see you next time.